Okay. Whew. Whew. I recorded this video and I forgot to press fucking record. Guess who's gonna be late to work today? Guess who's gonna be late for work? This guy. Cause we gotta record this video, right? So title of this video will be knowing when to shut the fuck up. Wait, I can't put that as a title. I can't. It gonna be something similar to it. Knowing when to shut up. There we go. Knowing when to shut up. It is so hard. Like, how do I even begin this conversation about shut up, right? Because like, you know you're right. I know I'm right? You have the receipts lined up. You have all the facts, right? But when do we know when to just let it go, right? You pleaded your case, but they're still not getting it. It's still not clicking, right? And then you realize that it's not worth it. And this happens between work, it happens at work, it happens in the confines of a friendship, it happens with family, and it happens with coworkers and all different other avenues. Hell, you can even have it at your internship, right? And you realize that your position, right? I usually use this, or I can visually see this in examples in which I am working as an actor under some type of authority. Some people are their own boss, right? But then you still have people that you sell your product to, right? So everybody has to answer to someone in one way or another. You can say that you don't, right? But even in you're not doing that, you have to suffer some type of consequence, right? So like for me, the way that I talk, the way that I communicate, right? I talk the same way across the board. I do not swear in front of my parents. I do not, at least I do not try. I do not perfectly swear in front of my parents. And then I just, because I know like the consequences of that and how to respect of my parents. But everybody else, they get it the same. But with that understanding of what comes with the territory of being argumentative, being belligerent, even though you don't mean that way, right? Because it's like, I am trying to make things work efficiently, productively, right? I provided you evidence of everything is supposed to go, and you're still not getting it, right? It's not clicking. You're headstrong on like, no, we're doing things this way. Why aren't you doing this? And why are you doing that? And I think the most important thing in these moments is realize like, hey, I've stated my point. I stated my objective. People still aren't getting what I'm laying down, and to let it go, right? It doesn't make you a bitch. It doesn't make you any less. It makes you a person that has a bird's eye view of the situation and that ready to analyze it and be able to say like, you know what? Maybe I need to take a step back. Maybe I don't need to do X, Y, and Z because it's not going to be conducive. It's not going to change the narrative, especially in something where there's an A and B conversation, right? It's just me and you. We have a disagreement, right? Who gonna know about it? Who gonna know about it that I care about, right? I'm never having a disagreement. This is example, right? With like someone in leadership, right? And then I come home to my future wife and kids, and they're like, "Damn, you literally let them talk to you that way? Damn, like you really a punk for real?" That is not real. It's not real. It's Mickey Mouse. It's Mickey Mouse. And then even if it is that case, there are certain things that don't be worth it because like at the end of the day, you still get paid. Like if I had a disagreement at work or whatever, yeah, I can like argue and be stuff like that. But I'm like, no, it's not even worth it. Like I'm still getting paid at the end of the day. We could just do things the way that you want, the way that you see fit, right? If I have a disagreement with like a friend, I'll probably be a little bit more talkative, a little bit more verbal, a little bit more expressive. But at a certain point, I'm like, he know my point, he know my belief, he know where I'm coming from. I ain't gotta reintegrate it, right? So like, it does come to the point where it does come off when I'm realizing it's like, what am I trying to prove? Because in the grander schemes of things, it doesn't fucking matter, right? If I'm trying to be productive, I'm trying to do a mission, right? Just let it go. And you also have the flexibility of doing things someone way, seeing it not work, and then being like, hey, we did it your way, it didn't work, and that's fine, right? But then also like some people just want to get like the last word, and just realize who you're dealing with that. I don't have to get the last word. I know who I am, and I know I'm confident as a person that I don't need to. Now, do I forget that I don't need to get the last word? Yes. People have been letting me talk for too long. Oh my gosh. I'll be once I peeped it, I'll be like, you got it. I don't even have to verbally say you got it, but I know that you got it, right? And if this point still not driving home, I'll give you an example, right? Talking to somebody, they're like, hey, you like wrestling? And I'm like, yeah, I like wrestling. This is what's going on currently, John Cena and whatnot. They're like, yeah, I stopped watching wrestling because it's fake. Fake? So I told them, respectively, it's not fake, it is scripted. It's a difference because like they actually do the stunts and the moves and everything that they're doing. That can't be like practical. That's not fucking tickling you. It really hurts. And then they said, and then their response was like, you ain't got to convince me. I don't like it, right? And that took all the energy I had and dissipated because it's like they already perceive where it's going, and they're like, hey, we don't even need to have this argument. We don't even have this discussion, right? So you take this situation for example. The same process can be applied with any disagreement that you have with management, friends, family, staff, and what have you, right? You don't necessarily need to go down that path. You know where it's at, right? You don't even have to really reveal your hand. Like this person, they felt comfortable enough with me to express themselves in that fashion, right? But you don't even have to do that much. You'd be like, okay, because we already stated both 2 points. We don't have to continue down that path. You can change the topic. You don't have to do something that's not conducive, right? I think I used that word right. And also there will also be times where people are like, they still want to go. They're like, oh man, yeah, but like let it go. I'm not arguing with people, especially like when someone's like I said, I don't want to argue, and they amp the shit. Nah, I'm good. And as crazy as it sounds, if you're watching this right now, there's someone out there that wants to argue with me for saying I don't want to argue with them. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this up. This ain't even passive aggressive. This is not even passive aggressive. This is look. This is not passive aggressive. I'm saying I don't want to argue with people. People gonna get mad at that. I'll check them DMs 2 days from now. But yeah. Just give yourself grace. Know when to argue, but then also know when to let it go. And especially in those contexts of A&B conversation outside the confines of this, it doesn't make any sense to go so hard. Like you're gonna get paid regardless. You're gonna have a life after this. They ain't your end all. You should be confident in who you are as a person, as an individual, that you don't need validation for them. I don't need your validation. I got the bird's eye view on this shit. I am empowered by knowing I don't have to engage in this with you. All right. That concludes my video. Like, subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay. And yeah, you made it this far. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for sharing space with me. Also, comment down below. Have you had an experience where you had to hold your tongue? Are you not holding your tongue? Are you one of the people that's gonna argue with me for not wanting to argue anymore? Like, just let me know. But without further ado, take care. And as always, jaritos on me. Ciao.